Welcome to the Tribe on 99 FM. It's time for the Tribe exclusive. This time around, something completely different. I don't know if you've heard about them. They're called Shack72, a group of DJs who've come together with a bright idea to spread the love and house, deep house, you name it, variety to the rest of the African continent. I'm joined in studio live by DJ Dion, a veteran on the house music scene as well as a DJ in general, and DJ Sour D. Now, I know him as Derek. I don't know what a Sour D.
Uncle Villas.
You see what I'm saying? So welcome to the Tribe Outdies. What's it, Mana? How you doing?
Good.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Firstly, it's lovely to have you here in terms of we never get a chance to interact and interview DJs because we always presume DJ guys, they just stand behind the decks. I love mix some clav, but I eat it as love veg.
Yeah.
But now it's time to talk and tell us what's happening. Dion, you can start by just introducing us to Shack72.
Well, Shack72 has been, it's been a group thing. But we started off with a WhatsApp group.
Uh-huh.
On one weekend occasion, I said, you know what, guys, it would have been nice to listen to this song. Do you know this song? This is new song out.
Yeah.
Do you guys know this? Then the other guys would reply. Derek would say, no, that's nonsense. I would say this would be a great song.
Yeah.
The other guy said, you know what, let's make a show out of it.
Yeah.
We got together. Now you must understand that DJs don't talk on mics. They're very shy.
They used to.
So they used to way back in the day. They used to, talk a lot, but nowadays not anymore. So I took the mic and I just start, presenting whatever came to mind. The show started off with 1 hour, 2 guest DJs. We recorded, at the time we recorded at Fine Tune Music Studios. It was him playing, it was me, myself playing, Sour D played, RMK Soul, all of these guys still play, and Skywalker, and then our other partner is Gozi. Nim Gozi, he's currently in South Africa, so he's our link in South Africa.
In SA, all right.
So it all started on that platform where we also introduced guest DJs, new talents. We had ladies on there, all of the upcoming DJs, because we thought, you know what, let's not keep it tight.
Yeah.
Let's spread the love.
Yes.
So we bring on other guys as well.
Absolutely. That makes sense, yes.
But now the show has grown into a 2-hour show. So now we have more content. We incorporate local artists. We also keep with international guys, South Africans, overseas, just to keep that vibe where we started off. But our main focus now is on the local content. And then in the show as well, we keep that guest DJ coming in. But it doesn't have to be just a DJ. It can be a comedian. It can be a dancer. It can be any platform in the entertainment industry nowadays. That is, we're trying to promote them, as well as brands.
Absolutely. And where can audiences tune in to hear the 2-hour production?
Currently, we are on social media only, like Facebook, Twitter, and then on SoundCloud. That's where we upload our product. And then you can, we spread it all over the place. We make use of WhatsApp and all of these other platforms.
And just share it while it's there.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned earlier on when we were talking that it kicked off in September, and it's
September last year.
Grown quite a bit since the initiation
Very fast.
of it. Not only has it grown that much, but there's also been production coming from that show. Like there's like I was mentioning to you that you never hear Namibian DJs releasing songs. Like there's not really that much of that culture. But Shack72 has a track titled True Love. It's one of the best house songs currently on the scene.
Yes.
How did that happen? Was it the initial plan to also create music, or was it just from the vibe?
I've got
Sour D's on the
Sour D's on the team, and once we started off with like 5,000 reaches a week, and ever since January we've been hitting no less than 15,000 reaches.
That's good.
Per week.
That's crazy.
And then he came along and Sour D said, you know what, Dion, let's do a song.
Let's do this, yeah.
Let's expand this thing into something greater. And he came up with it, and I said, you know what, let's do it.
Let's talk about the song. What inspired you? What was that crazy light that went off in your head to make you? Because you are a DJ. That's your thing. That's personally, that's how I know you.
Yeah, you started off with it.
How did the love for that creation of producing and having a song come up?
I started off 3 years back. I started off working with Christian Poloni, like at NBC Studios. So Poloni is a genius. So all that music and stuff inspired. So one day I just came through to studio and I was playing on the keyboard, so I figured out some few chords and stuff, and then the creativity just flowed. And I got in contact with Raymond, the guy who's singing on the song. Raymond. And then I gave him a few tracks, and he was like, "Dude, I want this track. I can do something on this track." So he had a concept, and then I changed the first concept. We had like 6 concepts on the song. And at the end of the day, it ended up like, okay, cool. We're gonna make a song for all our women we had.
Was that the theme now?
It's like, okay, just write something for them, and
a bunch of heartbroken men. Go ahead.
So we exchanged the ideas of like, guys, like, okay, I had this and this kind of woman and that kind of woman. So, okay, what kind of women did you have? So, okay,
I had this kind of one of you, because maybe that song would have been about me. Just sorry, dear. Go ahead.
It ended up like
just inspiration.
Yeah, he came up with the words, lyrics and stuff, and then we said like, I think we were 3 sitting on vocals, like just conceptualizing on the lyrics and stuff, and a little bit of the arrangement and stuff, and there were a few fights.
Because with the DJs most, everybody's all kind of thing.
Raymond's a vocalist, and then I had Weasel on the track as well. Weasel is a comedian, but he also is also a good songwriter, in my opinion. And then because she actually helped write on the arrangement and stuff. So it was like 3 people fighting over each other, like all over the song. So we had to come to a point where we have to decide, okay, it's finished, and that's how it's gonna go through. And so I just decided, like, guys, I don't care what you guys say, I'm gonna change what I have to change, and I'm gonna push this song out. And the song was like done about 3 to 4 years back now, and it was just in the box. Yeah, it's just in the box.
It's just, it's crazy how artists do that. Like, they create songs 3 to 4 years ago, and luckily it doesn't leak, so it sounds fresh.
It leaked. I actually leaked it for free on SoundCloud, on my page.
Like now in the release time.
It's still there.
Okay.
Like, it leaked 2 years back.
Wow.
And like no one was just receptive of the song. So
but of course, like, you had to bring it into present.
Yeah.
To do those changes and those tweaks. Yes. You had to make it relevant.
And it wasn't
for
the time for the song.
Yeah.
That time. So I felt, okay, cool. It's just not its time. It might find its platform, it might not. You don't know. Music is something tricky also, especially in Namibia. So when Shack started off, I was like, okay, cool. We have a following that loves deep house. We have a huge following of house music. We also have other followings, hip hop, Afro, all different kinds of people. So I checked, like, okay, cool. For the most followers we have, these guys want deep house.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there is something in the box already. So, Dion, come on, release it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And normally a release such as a single like True Love indicates that there's going to be more production.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Just
don't fight with the crew anymore.
To get launched.
Don't fight with the crew anymore about changes and stuff.
No, there's a lot in the box. In actual fact, 2 weeks from now, another one will be coming out.
So does that mean that we can expect an album, a compilation, perhaps, or just an album of
Shack72? For now, mixtape.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. And what are we looking at, like, in terms of this year still? Because, like you mentioned, there is that following for deep house in Namibia, and I believe that it's about time that we can also release that, so we can play our own stuff. All right. We need to talk plans. Like, where can we experience Shack72 and how? Like, do we just follow you on social media and find out what's up?
No, you know what? Shack is actually everywhere. We've been having a couple of shows. Previously, we had one at the National Museum. Those guys are calling us back again. So
that's great.
We're not fixed to one specific venue, but our plan now is to tour the country.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
we wanna go out to the north. We're gonna go to the coast. We're gonna go to the south. Because you see, on SoundCloud, I can actually see where your following is.
Yes.
So we're gonna reach out to all of these towns and across Namibia, and as we go along, that's where you can actually pick up where the new talent is, because I believe there's a lot of underground artists that they don't have that platform to bring out their music, and this is where Shack comes in. It's like Derek just told you, that song it's been there for 3 years.
It was just that opportunity that
Yes.
had to come along.
So now
Yes.
this is what we do, and currently we're online, and like I mentioned previously to you, is the overseas following that we have is massive, and our plan is to bring out this talent, this music, and not only an artist, but I mean a comedian. Or look at Trevor Noah. I mean, he's overseas now. Like I believe that our talent is also of that quality.
There is potential for
Dancers,
that.
all of those guys. So we want to use this platform and boost it.
Now things are done and have been, like, house music has been elevated from South Africa, like, especially, and it's been pushing throughout the African continent.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, like, there's that niche market for deep house, and I believe also the house scene is kind of moving towards that side.
Yeah.
Things are done differently in SA though, like, because they've already got this exposure, they've already got this whole thing. How are we going to integrate our deep house sessions? How are we going to integrate our Shack72 flavor in SA? You mentioned there's one guy down in SA already from Shack72. How is that channel working? Because they are I believe South Africans are very sensitive about their house, and that's, I believe, is one channel that you go through before you hit the rest of Africa. And I believe that if we conquer SA, then it can work for us. What do the plans look like? Are you teaming up with some of the people down there, and vice versa?
You see, the thing is, the old style of doing things is that promoters book those DJs and those artists to come through to Namibia, but that is just about it.
It's
That's where it
finished
stops.
also these days. It's not that much.
Yeah.
Because we've got our own.
Exactly. But that's where it stops. And none of these guys actually took the time and said, look, let's collab with who and who and who. I know Jericho collabed with Double HP sometime back. I think it was 2009,
it was some time back,
10,
Somewhere
around there. That was a great thing. Now, you see, Gaza also, he goes and collabs with guys on that side, but he travels there. But now the first thing about South Africans is the quality of music.
Absolutely.
It's got to be on point.
Absolutely.
And this is where me and Derek said, okay, let's bring out a quality song, get their attention, and then we start working from there.
Absolutely.
So now we have Nimgozi, aka Gozi, Manfani Jozi.
Oh yeah.
He's there. He's doing, is it his masters he's doing in sound engineering or something now?
Yeah, production.
In production. So he's our bond to bring, especially in house.
Yes.
I'm talking specifically in house now.
Yes.
To be that connection.
Yes.
Where we get together.
Yeah.
And then we can, always go there, sit in studio for a couple of weeks, have these fights Derek was talking about just now, and then bring out something proper.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there a video coming up for True Love that we can check out?
We're gonna shoot video middle of April, just before the Namas and so on. So just so I can concepts around having a lot of artists in one place. So since the Namas are gonna be rehearsing at NBC, I might have
that opportunity to grab it right there.
Have everyone at one space and just do montages and stuff.
What's the message to Namibian DJs? I believe our guys are kind of just too comfortable. They get their gigs booked, they're in the club, they're out, and then they never challenge themselves really hard. What's the message to them? Like, where can we now say, guys, get up from your seats, it's time to work?
It's a very easy message. Don't be shy of your mix that you're making, or don't be shy in terms of playing whatever you feel that you want to play. I understand that different circumstances or different vibes calls for something different. Like, you can't play in a club like you play in a lounge.
No, you can't.
Or you can't play the same in an open air event like that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, don't be shy to play what you think is going to appeal the market. Number one. Number two, take the time and the effort to get your production in order. Go out, even if you just make a beat. I've seen guys in Durban doing is it Tom, right? It's Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
What will
It's a certain. It's
It's a style of music.
Yeah, it's a genre of music.
Okay.
Tom.
Thanks for schooling me.
They played in Durban a lot, And it's amazing if you look it up and you do your research. Those guys sit in shacks. And they have the old computers. Yeah. They've got those type of computers still, but they do the music and they get somewhere.
Get that, yeah.
Do that, play your stuff.
Pay. If you have to pay for a service, pay. Take out that money, because if you don't invest in something,
yourself, then
how do you expect your track to go platinum?
Exactly.
You expect to pay the producer or whoever's doing the track $5.
Crazy, they need to learn.
And stop listening to your own things. Start listening.
Open up and listen to other things as well,
to
different sounds.
And cut the egos.
Absolutely.
That's the way it starts. If you cut your ego, you stop listening to yourself and start opening up.
I like that.
You're gonna go further.
I like that.
You have a different perspective of things later on. But if you keep on doing the same thing, it's gonna remain there.
Just one last question. Where can we follow? Where can we stay up to date? Just remind us one more time, please.
On Facebook, you can get us, it's Shack72. On Facebook, we have our own page there. You can, on Twitter, it's 1212. They've been laughing at us,
No, I didn't do that. Can I just do that one more time? Every time I say Shack72 today, these guys go
1212.
Shack72.
Yeah, it's like
1212. Yeah,
it's one of those things where we got together and I went on the mic and
mic check 1212.
And ever since then, when we open the show, it's 1212.
It's
Shack72.
I see you.
Yeah, so that's where it comes from. Oh yeah. On Twitter,
yes,
1212 Shack72. Facebook, we have our own page, Shack72, and then on SoundCloud, you can just search for Shack72 Show.
All right. How's about booking wise? Is that also how to contact you?
It's
the
all
same
on there.
process.
It's all on the
inbox. Like DM.
Just drop us a young message.
Our email addresses is on there.
Or if you have our numbers, just call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, I want to say thank you specifically for what you do, for just to give growth to that community.
Yes.
Those guys. There's always been that loophole. It seems like nobody has noticed, but now you have noticed because you've got a passion for it. So thank you so much for breaking down those barriers and pushing Namibian music to the continent and to the international market as well. I want to wish you all the best of luck. I look forward to getting that Deep House album, hopefully whenever you guys are ready. And yes, we are going to be jamming.
Not just be Deep House. It's going to be
a mixture, collaboration of a whole lot. A diverse thing for the land of the brave.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you very much for what you do, man. We need to be able to push good quality products to the rest of the world. And of course, so the world can show interest and try to invest at least in us and just love us. How come we constantly gotta suck up everybody else's things, but we can give them to eat a little bit of our pie sometimes,
That's the
so
thing.
DJ Dion, sour. I wouldn't look and say Derek, but Sour D doesn't seem like a very sour guy though. Thank you so much for coming through to the Tribe Exclusive.
Thank you very much.
And we'll chat to you soon.
Thank you.
So there you've had it. You never know. Maybe the next house party, maybe you walk in to a Shack72 party and you don't even know where you are, but you get eaten by the music. You get goosebumps, and that's how chill as it is. Do check them out on their social media platforms, and do stay tuned to 99 FM because we get to premiere their True Love track right here on the Tribe Exclusive. From me, Shay, until next week, it's have yourself a good time in the company of 99.
True love.